What up? Yeah, man. Ain't nothing, man. Yeah, man. I just want to get into the narratives, man, being painted, bruh. You know, um, word, the narratives being painted, man, by 50 is just crazy. You heard saying all this stuff, bro, but proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? So that, so does this picture right here mean that Puff slid him with some baby oil? Does this picture right here mean that Buddy slid him with some baby oil? You know what I'm saying? This is nah for real though. You know what I'm saying? He be painting all these narratives about Puff. Puff wanted to take him shopping, but Puff got you in a jacuzzi, and it's just you and Puff. Where are the girls? You see what I'm saying? Like, where are the girls? Like, we don't see a leg of a girl, a nail of a girl, some weave of a girl sticking out. Where are the girls? You know what I'm saying? Like, you in a tub drinking champagne with another man without a girl in singular sight. You know what I'm saying? So what? I'm supposed to make up a narrative or run with a narrative that you was in a jacuzzi with Puff, so Puff slid you with some baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like people be bugging out, man. You know, people be tripping out here, bro. It's like, yo, people just listen to the internet now, bro. People don't got no kind of critical thinking skills no more. Whatever they perceive as facts, ask them where they got it from. They gonna say they got it from the internet. You know, it's wild, bro. People even act like Chat GBT is just 100,000% truthful. People don't understand, like, Chat GPT, bro. That who you think that's controlled by? How you all the information fed to the computer? Who you think fed it to the computer? People who been controlling us, people who been oppressing us, people who been mind manipulating and doing all. That's who's controlling the information, bro. Just because the information is now computerized, don't mean that the oppressor ain't put the information that people think. Chat GBT is just, yo, Chat GBT, yeah, it says this, like, and that's supposed to be 100% correct. The history or whatever, like, yo, bro, they been hiding history and lying about all kind of through decades and centuries, and what makes you think they're gonna what you think they're gonna make something that's just truthful? Like, this is truthful right here. This is truthful. You could go to Chat GPT for 100% truth. Like, yeah, all right, man. People are so easily gullible, bro. I swear to God. People is gullible as hell, bro. And now I get it when they say that most people are sheep, bro. I get it when they say that now. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Before, I kind of got it, but now I fully understand why people say the majority of people are followers and sheep, bro. You know what I'm saying? People's what up? Yeah, I fully understand that now, bro. And why they say that, bro. Because most people was just followers, bro. Nobody got no critical thinking skills. Nobody using a biscuit no more. Everybody just tuning in and judging people off of their personal dislikes of somebody. You know, that's what I get today, bro. And when somebody falls, when you already prejudging somebody off of your dislikes, anything that befalls someone, you're gonna kick them when they down. That's just what it is, bro. And I mean, that's just what it is with people, bro. You know what I'm saying? When they have a definitely when you in a public eye, bro. You know, when you're in the public eye, it happened at the best. Take it in any entertainment field you want to take it to. Boxing, from Mayweather, they loved them, then hated them. You know what I mean? From even Tank, loved them, then hating them now. And people always probably had their dislikes, but once you take a fall, people kind of like like they their dislikes for you with the I told you so's, or I knew something was up with this dude, or I knew something was funny about him. Nah, nigga, you had hate in your blood from the door. I mean, Google Chat got even have some information in the old encyclopedia. How you think they got the information from the encyclopedia? They fed the computer the information. They probably got a machine where they just load information inside that shit and it copy everything and it goes straight into the computer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, bro. Like, there's no way they could just make without feeding the information. I don't feel hell nah. There's no way you could just make up something and not feed it the information. You know what I'm saying? So when people type or when people ask a question, the answer is given. They have to feed the computer the information. Now, how are they feeding the information the the computer the information? That could be debatable. They could be lowering it. They could be lowering it, or they could, like I said, they could be going in the archives and putting the information in. They probably got some machine that'll read all the pages in 5 seconds, and then load to the computer. Or they probably got data, or they probably just use data. You know what I'm saying? Word of mother. But yeah, gonna all right. The pictures being painted though by 50 though. I'm gonna say this, bro. You know what I mean? People are just slow, bro. You know, when you look at the all the evidence that was presented, you know, in Puff case, he did some weird stuff. But when you really look at the situation, not one of those escorts said he did nothing gay with them. You know what I'm saying? So, and people, you know, and was people gonna still call him gay, even though the trial would have been the place where he would have been exposed as gay, you know. But people will still come up with whatever they want to come up with. People are still, you know what I mean? Like, I don't be understanding people at times. Like, yo, bro, you know, if he was gay and having sex with men, this was the time where it would have came out, right? That he was having sexual intercourse with other men, right? Getting, whether he was getting BJs or he was hitting, whatever, right? Like, not one person said that this man did something sexual with them. You know what I'm saying? But people will still just come up with their own, you know, their own stuff, bro. And I'd be like, yo, these people is, yo, people just be loving to see a nigga this, son's still dirty, bro. Nah, I don't, listen, me personally, bro, he a, he a kinky nigga. Yeah, I definitely say that. He's a kinky, he in the kinky department. But gay, no. He's not a gay man, bro. You know what I mean? Like, people need to stop putting that on homie name like that. Like, he's not a gay man, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not a bisexual. I didn't hear nothing in the trial that said he had intercourse with no kind of man, bro. And, you know, that would, like I said, that would be the time where he would have been exposed as a gay man. And, you know, nobody never said that he did anything gay with them. You know what I'm saying? So, kinky, yeah. Kinky, yeah. Kinky stuff, yeah. But man on man stuff, nah. People just need to stop making up their own narratives, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that trial showed me, bro. I'm the nigga that's looking for all the loopholes in somebody's character that people been poking at. I'm the nigga that's not gonna just look at stuff and say it's true. Yo, yeah, son, that's true, yo. Nah, I'm looking at I want to look at the evidence, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna be on people's heels when he out though, so I don't know why people playing with him. Exactly, son. Yo, bro, listen. I've been saying Puff a gangster since the beginning. When everybody saying, no, he gay, son, he gay, son, he gay. I'm like, yo, bro, Puff not gay, bro. Like, he got y'all fooled. Listen, Puff 100% had niggas fooled, bro. Because Puff ain't play the street game. That's what people don't understand. Puff hid under the corporate umbrella his whole ride, bro. He hid. That's what people ain't understanding. Puff hid under the corporate umbrella the whole time. So he never claimed to be a certified street gangster. Find something. Find something. You can't find nothing. You find popping. You'll find him talking his stuff, but popping his little. But find something. He always hid under the corporate umbrella while doing gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Word. He always hid behind the corporate umbrella and did things behind the scenes of niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, yeah, nah, boy, a gangster. Nigga like, nah, Puff ain't no gangster, Puff. I'm like, all right, boy. You know, name a time where he let a nigga play with him face to face. Anybody. Anybody, bruh. Anybody in the history that had a problem with Puff. Name one time, son, that they played with Puff in his presence and Puff ain't get about to get right or got right. Name a nigga. Name any industry nigga, son, that played with Puff in his face, bro. Fuck all the internet and phone call and all that internet stuff. Nah. You disrespected Puff and then y'all was in the same presence with each other. And he was like a hoe. Like, nigga, that nigga was pressing up on shit, nigga. And niggas think Puff little. Puff a big nigga, bro. Niggas think Puff little. Yeah, bro. Nigga think Puff little, bro. Niggas be smoking crack, bro. Nigga think Puff little, bro. Trust me, bro. That nigga move around, bro. That nigga move. Trust me, bro. That nigga been a gangster, bro. He been a gangster, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Look at his history and look at the type of niggas he was around his whole career. Around all the 80s gangsters. He's around all the most murderous niggas. He was around the murderous niggas, bro. Puff. The most dangerous niggas to walk the Brooklyn streets, nigga. He was around them niggas. Comfortable. Think about that. The most all these crews, 50 bodies a piece and butter. He's around these niggas. Mean to tell me he was soft? Definitely in that era, around that time, bro. Mean to tell me he was soft? Or was he respected? It's either or, bro. Wolves ain't respect nobody that couldn't hold. Definitely back in that era. Wolves ain't respect no. Nah, you was getting extorted, bro. If that was the case, you was getting extorted, whether it was friendly or whether it was direct. You know what I'm saying? If you was soft like that, it was all right. And niggas get your pet, you was just either getting extorted straight out, or you was getting friendly extorted. I remember Mano saying Puff ain't soft. Yeah, son, Puff nigga be thinking that's something sweet. Like, yo, bro, listen. I've been knew Puff was. I've been knew Puffer going in your mouth. Puffer going right in your mouth, like right straight in your shit. Like niggas be getting that shit twisted, bro. Because of rumors on a nigga name, and that shit could get you hurt. People be looking at rumors, bro, that people be spreading, bro, and that shit'll get your ass crack. You thinking this nigga a game and say something to this nigga and he break your face. Remember the nigga? Remember when Puff had that clown? Remember he was dressed up like the Joker. He had that metal thing in his hand, and the dude was talking shit. And Puff, you seen Puff get serious? Like, come over here, nigga. Ah, crack you in your motherfucking head, bitch. Y'all remember that shit? You seen how quick the nigga Puff lights this switch? Like, what? Well, I'll bust you in your mother head with this, boy. Why nobody want to touch on Fat Joe saying them boys can't come outside? Saying who can't come outside? Yeah, that costume was fire. It was. But you seen how quick that shit snapped on, and Puff was like, what, nigga? I'll bust your motherfucking head wide open to the white meat, nigga. Come over here then, nigga. He was like, come here, nigga. Come over here, nigga. Man, that nigga would have came over there and Puff would have wired son up with that motherfucking metal thing he had in his head, nigga. I had no doubt, bro. If son would have walked over there, we'd have seen Puff beat boy bloody with that goddamn metal thing and paid the nigga. He said if he did a podcast with them, he couldn't come outside. Jada looked like, bruh. Hold up. So Fat Joe said if he did a podcast with G Unit niggas, he wouldn't be able to come outside. That's what Joe said. That's what Joe said. Didn't a Yachty smack Puff? A Yachty smack Puff. That's when they started shooting up the club when Scar. You talking about when Scar smacked them? You talking about when Scar smacked them with the money, and they shot that shit up? That's what you're talking about. Watch the Mike Ep podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. On a Joe and Jada podcast. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna check that out. My uncle went to school with Fat Joe. Said he never robbed the gym. I ain't gonna lie, he got a lot of tall tales. Fat Joe, he be lying a lot. You know, he not the only one though. I be seeing through a lot of these niggas though that be lying like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing through a lot of these niggas. Like Snoop, a lying ass nigga. Snoop Dogg is a lying ass nigga, bro. Snoop is another lying ass nigga that be making up stories and shit. You heard? Straight up. Yeah, bro. A lot of them rappers be lying, bro. Not too many of them niggas is down to earth. Like Jada, you could tell Jada a genuine nigga. Like if he tell a story, you could tell them niggas was that shit is real. You know what I mean? That shit is official. You know what I mean? Like you could tell a liar or something. Like you could tell like a nigga that be making up shit. Like, you know what I mean? Jada was from the burbs though. I'm gonna say this, bro. I've been in them niggas' hood when I was young, bro. Jada was. I don't really know. I just know them niggas was all through the hood though, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, he had a house and mom and dad and all that, but we all got homies that's like that. You know what I'm saying? That had a mom and a dad or a grandpa and a grandma, man, lived in a big ass house. You know, they ain't want for nothing. We all had homies like that. You know what I mean? You know? Well, Scar smacked him and Diddy shot the club up. That's what happens when you slap a gangster. Exactly, though, Chris. But they don't be understanding that, though, you heard? They be thinking that, you know, they let rumors dictate how they feel about somebody and what's true or not. And they don't be looking at what's real. Like, yo, boy, that nigga do something to you, bro. Keep thinking it's sweet, you know? Yeah, you know what I mean? We all got homies like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So Jada just another example of a nigga that, did things he necessarily didn't have to do, you know, to survive. You know, some niggas some people want to feel a part of. They don't want to. You know what I mean? Definitely definitely the niggas that had. You heard the niggas that had used to be wanting to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I don't know. They used to be wanting to be a part of the struggle. Like, boy, you want to come to my house, boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Boy, you don't want to come to my crib, nigga. I cut in your crib, nigga. You can't cut in my crib, now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, our struggles is different, nigga. How I feel about what's going on in Mexico right now. I'm from USA. I don't give a flying fuck what's going on in Mexico. Them niggas don't like us, bro. I could give a flying fuck about what's going on with them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Word. Puff sent 50 flowers. And he be snitching. Fifth be, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Fifth be snitching. He be using the internet. I know exactly what he be doing, bro. He know one thing for sure, two things for certain, that the feds, hip hop police, everybody is watching these social media accounts, especially hip hop celebrities, especially entertainers, and they watching. You know what I'm saying? So when he be posting these things and saying these things on social media, even though his name ain't in no court documentation and with him testifying and telling, he knows that the authorities hear him, bro. That's what make 50 a rat, you heard? He knows that the authorities are hearing what he's saying through social media on people, bro. He know exactly what he doing, bro. Yeah, fifth a piece of yeah, he a rat, bro. I'm saying that with my whole heart, bro. Like he know what he be doing, using his social media. He be using social media to tell on niggas, bro. For sure. He know these people watching this. Definitely a nigga like him. Is either he in favor with the feds or he not in favor with the feds. And they, you know what I'm saying? Fifth was mad he couldn't dictate him. Yeah, that's how it be. If nigga can't dictate you, they'll throw you back to the wolves. And that's what happened to Bingham. Yeah, he couldn't. Some wow, bust his gun. Yeah, niggas like that, they can't control. They gonna send you back to the hood. The reason why Yayo's still around is because even though he knew Yayo was controllable. He know Yayo is controllable, dictatable. You know what I mean? So And Yayo gonna listen to any and everything he say. But Bangham, he knew, yeah. Yep, he knew it was a whole different story with Bangham. Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Yayo, he don't strike me as a violent nigga, son. Like he strike me as the follower of the crew that'll pop off because the crew popped off. Uh, he don't strike me as a get busy off impulse type of nigga. Like he don't strike me as that kind of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been around, son, a lot, bro. Amongst thousands of different, you know, niggas, man, gorillas, man, and his look ain't deceiving, bro. I know that nigga body, bro. Like he's the type of nigga that's gonna pop because the crew popped. You see that nigga by his dolo, he ain't want no squabble. You heard? Like he one of them niggas. You see him dolly, no crew and all that. He ain't got no gun. He don't want no static. You know what I'm saying? Like he the type of nigga to run. You see that nigga no gun. Yo, what's up, nigga? Let's get busy. Like he not fighting. He not fighting on one on. Like he that type of nigga. Like yeah. I've been saying that 50 was federal. I can't understand people who can defend him. He literally a male Nicki Minaj. Yeah, son, he be doing mad federal. That's a fact. That's federal shit he be doing, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. He know exactly what he be doing on this internet when he be posting certain things and saying certain things and posting shit with eye emoji. He knows, son, the internet is ran and controlled, you know. And also, yeah, bro, he know what he doing, bro. He know what he doing with all them posters. He know he incriminating people, bro. Yeah, he know he incriminating people, bro, with his little posters and things that he definitely during Diddy trial, he was up there on news stations, all type of shit saying, yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did it. Like, what type of rat is that, bro? Like, bro, what type of shit you? And then he beats majority of what you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just hope he having a lot of fun when the rabbit got the gun, though. I hope Puff Graddock get the gun, bro. I'm gonna sit back and laugh so hard, bro, because even with all the trauma, even with all the trouble Puff done got himself in, bro. Even with all the trouble he still don't got more money than Puff. He still don't got more money than Puff Daddy, bro. Even with all the trouble Puff done got himself into, bro. He still don't got more money. Puff still gonna come home shit. Probably still hit his baby mother on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Still around his son and all that. Puff probably gonna come home and post his BM with his son and all that. Word up in the living room. Word up. Puff probably gonna come home. Remember I said this. Puff probably gonna come home and post his baby mama and his son or something in the living room watching TV or some shit. Mama words, bruh. Yeah, son. Mama word. If you think Puff ain't gonna get back, bruh, you y'all tripping, bruh. You heard? If you think Puff ain't gonna get that nigga back, bro, all that shit he doing, bro, y'all tripping, bro. He gonna get that nigga back, bro. Believe that shit, son. I'm telling you, that's gonna be heartbreaking. That's gonna be heartbreaking right there. Welly, I guarantee you that's gonna be heartbreaking, Welly. If Puff come home and post that nigga baby mama in the crib with his son, that's gonna kill 50's spirit. Oh, it's gonna be on to the break of dawn, my nigga. Yo, I promise you, son, that's gonna break 50 whole spirit. Brooklyn. Lil Leroy is Diddy's son. But yeah, man. I guarantee you, bro. Watch Puff get some get back. Watch, he gonna probably do his famous, the yeah, all about the Benjamins, baby. He probably gonna dance to that shit with his baby mamas right there, like, what y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers. That shit gonna kill 50, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be the first thing I do when I got out, bro. Is post with that nigga baby ball. Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, who be the best ballers, make the thick and Taurus, trying to get my hands on some grits like Horace. Yeah, that's my word, nigga. That's the first thing I do when I was Puff, bro. I know Puff got an ace in the hole on 50. He been freaking off her for too long, not to not. That he could destroy a lot of motherfuckers, bro, when he get out if he on that type of time. I know I would be. I know I would.